Hello, welcome to the self-learning platform by Dr. Sushma Singh. Today we start Unit 3, Nature and Forms of Conflict, Intrastate, Interstate and Global. We start with topic categories of conflict at the intra-societal level. From the above discussion on how the intra-societal conflict impinging on social peace and mechanisms adopted by states to cope with them. We may conveniently divide the nature of conflict in the intra-societal plane into two categories: micro level conflict and macro level conflict. The first one is micro level conflict. The micro level category constitutes endemic and continuous tensions, quarrels, and low intensity violence. Family disputes, group clashes, and crimes like theft, infliction of injury, and even murder can be classified under this category. Even in this regard, in contemporary times, forms of family conflicts not taken cognizance of in the past are noticed. Ill treatment of women by men folk and neglect of physically and mentally challenged persons by families are now regarded as unacceptable. Hence, society takes measure to prevent these injustices. Micro level conflicts, though constituting less of a threat to the survival of society itself, occupy considerable part of the society's attention and action. This fact can be understood from the fact that a large section of the state's apparatus is devoted for resolving or containing the micro level conflicts. The police, the various types of courts, the executive authority of the state, and the countless number of laws and regulations the state enacts are intended to serve this very purpose. In fact, all these problems and the intended solutions are regarded as rather routine in nature. The second is macro level conflict. The macro level category of intra societal conflict is less frequent in a normal society's existence. Examples of this category are frequent clashes between large sections of people, endemic labor unrest, interreligious, interethnic, and interlinguistic disputes. Here also the instrumentalities of the state mentioned above play a crucial role in the avoiding, resolving, or containing the conflict. But the macro level category of conflict is more of a challenge to the society and the state. Such is the importance attached to this conflict that a state's health and strength is measured by its effectiveness to deal with this. However, states in dealing with this category of conflicts may themselves be tempted to resort to harsh measures in suppressing violence. Terms like state violence or state terrorism, which have entered into common use, underscore this aspect of societal violence. In fact, human rights activists are concerned that retaliatory violence by the state is a reprehensible, or even more so than conflict generated by anti state sections within the larger society. While mature or developed societies are credited with the ability to successfully tackle this, they have not been entirely effective in doing so. For example, the United Kingdom, Britain, which is a mature society, has not been able to solve the problem of Northern Ireland, a problem of conflict between Protestant and the Catholic community, which is in existence for well over half a century. Of course, in new states of Asia, Africa, and Latin America, these conflicts are more intense and problematic. While societies here are quite old in terms of their existence, they are quite new as political entities, that is, as states. That is why some sociologists call them as old societies and new states. Almost all these new states, which are witnessing rapid socio-economic changes, have to reckon with assertion of identities, religious, ethnic, linguistic, and such other, among their people, often leading to intra-societal conflict. The manifestation of these identify conflicts in different ways, and the stages of escalation of these conflicts are dealt in a separate unit. Now we want to wind up this lecture, and thank you so much for your attention.